Hello everyone and welcome to PragmaConnect. Today I would like to introduce our AI-powered clinical trial eligibility checker designed to determine whether patients qualify for the clinical trials by analyzing real-time health data, AI-generated insights, and advanced healthcare interoperability. PragmaConnect integrates directly with ClinicalTrials.gov platform, bringing all the active clinical studies into one unified interface. This allows clinicians and the researchers to explore the trials effortlessly without any manual data entry or external navigation. Clinicians can also load the clinical study from the clinicaltrials.gov by simply inserting the clinical study and load it into the system. As you can see, I have loaded one clinical trial with the status as recruiting. You can also view the clinical study overview here. PragmaConnect's clinical trial eligibility checker evaluates the multiple clinical trials against the multiple patients simultaneously. It analyzes each trial's inclusion and exclusion criteria using the comprehensive patient information such as EHR-based data, manually added clinical details, vitals, and wearable device readings. Let me pull out few clinical studies and to check against the multiple patients. And let's check for the eligibility. So now it is evaluating the eligibility for these patients. After processing, the system presents a consolidated list of patients along with their eligibility status. It clearly shows which patients meet the criteria and which do not. PragmaConnect also features an automated scheduler that continuously re-evaluates eligibility at predefined intervals. It stores historical results, highlights changes over time, and ensures the clinicians always have updated insights. A new analysis can also be generated instantly whenever required. As you can see, the patients against the study name, and we have the eligibility status result over here. So patients are eligible for one of the clinical trial and not eligible for other clinical trial. And you can view the clinical trial breakdown over here, which provides the structured scorecard for all the inclusion and the exclusion criteria. It provides the clear explanation and the reason behind each rule, and also the final eligibility outcome for every patient. So let's check for the non-eligible. So here is the reasoning for being non-eligible for this clinical trial. So we also have a dedicated screen for the screened patients where we can check for the list of all the eligible and the non-eligible patients. You can also check here, like we recently checked for these patients against these two clinical trials, and here is the eligibility status. Clinicians can send the trial invitations through the built-in communication systems. So I'll simply send a consent to this patient, and now the consent status is in pending status. So patients will receive these notifications via mobile app and the patient portal, where they can review the study details and submit the consent digitally. So PragmaConnect streamlines the entire clinical trial process end-to-end using AI to match the right patients with the right studies at the right time. So this is how the clinical trial works in PragmaConnect. Thank you for watching, and we are excited to empower your clinical research teams with faster, smarter, and more efficient trial recruitment. Thank you.